Yes, in this video lecture, we will be seeing about the two topics under CPU scheduling. One is multi-level queue scheduling, the other one is multi-level feedback queue scheduling. So, as discussed in the previous classes, that under CPU scheduling, we discussed about FCFS scheduling, shortage of first scheduling, priority scheduling, round robin scheduling. So, in all the cases, once if the process is ready for execution, all the process will be queued up in the ready queue, and one by one, the operating system is responsible for allocating the process for execution, so that the processor will be allocated to the process according to the scheduling algorithms that have been implemented. And in case of multi-level queue scheduling, from the name itself, we can just give the definition of it. What is multi-level means? So obviously, it means that we have different queues. The ready queue has been sectioned, or it has been divided into uh, more than one level of queue. So that's why this scheduling algorithm is termed as multi-level queue scheduling. See, in the diagram, the highest priority, we have system processes. So each and every rectangular boxes denotes the uh, ready queue. So there are one, two, three, four, five queues here. So each of the queues have got their own set of processes that are ready for execution. And uh, in between the that is, in order to schedule the processes along a single queue, so they can implement, or they will be implementing either FCFS, shortage of first, or round robin, or the priority scheduling. So it is up to the operating system to schedule the processes among the queues in different queues. For example, when you take system processes, they have got n number of processes related to system. The next is interactive processor. The processes that are related to interaction, those processes are placed in the queue, which is termed as interactive processes. The next queue is referred as interactive editing processes. The next queue, you call it as batch processes, and the lowermost priority queue is referred to as student processes. So each of the queue will have got their own set of processes, and they will be executed based on FCFS, or priority, or shortage of first, or round robin. And to talk about how these processes, that is among the queues, they will be implementing the fixed priority scheduling algorithm. So that's why in the diagram, the system processes will have got the highest priority. The queue system process has got highest priority when compared to the queue student processes. The meaning is, so all the processes that are available in the student process queue will be executed only if all the processes in batch process, batch queue, in interactive editing queue, in interactive queue, and system queue are either empty, or if all the processes in the above queue are being executed. Only then the processes in the lower level queue, that is a student process which has got lower priority, will allow to be executed. So this is what is about the multi-level queue. So as an overview, so multi-level queue means the ready queue is being sectioned, or partitioned into several queues, and scheduling among the queues will be implemented by using fixed priority scheduling algorithm. And within the queue, the scheduling between the processes can be held using FCFS, shortage of first, or priority, or your round robin scheduling. So this is about the multi-level queue scheduling. Then moving on to the multi-level feedback queue scheduling. So when you just look into this diagram here, so multi-level feedback queue scheduling, you have three queues here. The first queue is being allotted time quantum of 8 seconds, for example. The next queue has given the time quantum of 16 seconds, and the next queue, all the processes will be implemented or processed, or all the processes in the lowest priority, in the lowest queue, will be scheduled using FCFS scheduling algorithm. So all the processes in the top queue which has got a time quantum of 8. So obviously, it means that they're going to schedule using the round robin scheduling. So when the time quantum 8 expires, even though if there are some of the processes that are left over in that particular queue, then those processes will be made to enter into the next level queue whose time quantum is 18 seconds. Similarly, in the next queue, if there are processes pending after the time expires, after the time quantum is 16, then those processes are being allowed to schedule using FCFS algorithm. So that is why it's been termed as multi-level feedback queue scheduling. Okay, so that is a process can move between various queues. And here the aging can be implemented this way. Aging means if the process are waiting for a long time in a particular queue, so they will, it means that they enter into the aging process. So in that case, they are moved to the lowest level queue in order to schedule the processor for the particular process. And the multi-level feedback queue scheduler defined or will be defined by the following parameters as how many number of queues that are needed in order to schedule the process, and what is the scheduling algorithms for each queue that has been implemented, and the method that is used to determine when to upgrade a process and when to demote a process. So upgrading a process means moving a process from the lower priority to the higher priority, and demoting a process means moving the process from the higher priority to a lower priority. And upgrading is moving from the lower priority to higher priority. And what is a method that is being used to determine which queue a process will enter when that process needs a particular service. So these are all some of the parameters that are related to multi-level feedback queue scheduling. And in the three queues that has been given there, the time for the first queue, the time quantum is 8 milliseconds. For the second queue, the time quantum is 16 milliseconds. And the third queue, it is been implemented using FCFS. So if a new job enters Q naught, which is served FCFS, when it gains CPU, job receives 8 milliseconds. If it does not finish in 8 milliseconds, then the job is allowed to move to the next level queue, which is upgrading a process. And the next thing at Q1, job is again served FCFS, and if it receives 16 additional milliseconds, again if there are some other processes that is left over, then it's preempted and moved to the above level queue, which is Q2. So it is just upgrading from Q1 to Q2. So both upgrading and demoting a process will be happening in case of multi-level feedback queue scheduling. So, so this is what about multi-level queue scheduling and multi-level feedback queue scheduling. Yes, thank you.